Hey everybody, Captain Osber here, and I'm back with something a little different today. I decided to do a collection video, and depending on how well this does, I might show or do a collection video for all my systems, or at least most of them, because some of them like PS4 and my DS and 3DS, those are pretty small since I just recently got those systems. So we're going to start with from oldest and work our way up if we do other ones. So we're going to start with the NES, which is the oldest system I currently own. I will be getting an Atari 2600 soon. It's at my uncle's and I just haven't had a chance to get it from him. So NES, my brother had it when we were growing up, so now I was able to play it, but none of the games were mine. The first game I actually bought was Legend of Zelda. Must have been in high school. I bought a complete in box off eBay. And that was the first game like I actually owned. And I've been collecting for about probably a year and a half now. And I'm probably close to 1,000 games in my collection. So it's grown very quickly. Like I said, NES is the largest collection I currently have, and most of that is just with Video Games Monthly. I usually get a lot from them. And then I've bought a lot from the game stores, just because NES is just a great system, and there's a lot of great games I never even played. So let's get down to business. I've got about 150 games, so I want to get through this quickly. First, obviously just my NES. I just got the toaster model. It's pretty beat up, but we got this for free. We actually got two systems for free from one of my mom's work friends back when I was probably middle school, maybe high school. And so this is one of those. The pins have been replaced, so that works really nice. I do want to get a top loader at some point. And then I personally, I don't like the regular controller, so I do use the dog bone. Since I played mostly Super Nintendo growing up, I just like the feel of this. It's a little nicer. Obviously, have a zapper. Can't use it though because I don't have an old TV. I need to get one of those soon. Then we do have a couple Game Genies. The local game store gave these to me for free. That's why I've got two of them. One of them doesn't quite work right. And then I also do have the NES Advantage that I use every once in a while. I like using it with shooters to get that arcade feel. So now down to the games. Mine are in alphabetical order, and we're going to end with the box games. So here we go. First one, 3D World Runner. Picked that up from Video Games Monthly a couple months ago. 8 Eyes, also from Video Games Monthly. Boy and His Blob, if you watch my pickup videos, you just saw I picked up that last month. A Nightmare on Elm Street, one of my favorite LJN games. A lot of fun. Abadox, shooter. Haven't played this much, but I need to give it a little more chance. First Adventure Island, got this for Video Games Monthly probably about a year ago. The label's kind of beat up, but it's a great game. And then if you watch Video Games Monthly unboxings, just picked up Adventure Island 2, which is even better than the first one. I love the ability to ride the dinosaurs. Next we got The Adventures of Bayou Billy. This came with those systems that I got from my mom's friend when I was younger. Let's see. Next we've got Adventure of Lolo 2. Picked this up at my game store by my parents. They also had the first one, but it was beat up, so I didn't buy it. Al Unser Jr. Turbo Racing, which I just got in the last Video Games Monthly. Alien Syndrome, a really, really good Tengen game. Believe it was an arcade port. Can't remember, but this one's a lot of fun. Anticipation. Back to the Future, another underrated LJN game. I know it doesn't have much to do with the actual movie, but it's still a fun game. Back to the Future Part 2 and 3, also from Video Games Monthly. Bad Dudes, fun beat 'em up from Data East. Black Box Baseball. Batman, great game on the NES. Battletoads. Bible Adventures. I don't know, maybe 6 months to a year ago. Bunch of these Color Dream games came into the local game store, so I picked up Bible Adventure since it was cheap. Bionic Commando. Black Bass. Back in the day gamer loves this game. I'm not a big fishing fan, so I don't think it's that great, but maybe I just gotta give it another chance. Blades of Steel, an excellent hockey game. Blaster Master. Hear great things about this. I've only tested it after I got it from Video Games Monthly. Haven't done anything with it yet, but I want to get into that soon. Bubble Bobble. California Games. Castle Quest. Got this one my first game boxes from Video Games Monthly, and it's a really fun a castle game. You've got plenty of lives. You got 50 lives, but then you have to go through and find some keys, and they're each colored, and they open certain colored doors. But it's possible to get completely stuck in that game and have to start over. So it can be frustrating, but it is a fun little game. Castlevania, obviously a classic. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. And Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Funny story about these, we had the first Castlevania from that lot that we got from my mom's friend. And then last summer I went to a flea market back home and I picked up Dracula's Curse. Or was it... Yep, Dracula's Curse. And then when I came home, my wife had a surprise for me. She had gone to the game store and asked the owner, what game I would be interested in. And so she picked up Simon's Quest for me. So it's kind of funny that I got both those games to complete that trilogy on the NES for me. Got Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. One of the easiest games on the system, if you ask me. Clash at Demon Head. Got this from Video Games Monthly. Haven't put enough time into it yet, but heard really good things about it. Commando. Contra. Don't have to say anything about that. One of the best games on the system. I still think Super C's better. Dig Dug 2. Fun, but I still prefer the original Dig Dug. Double Dare. Loved the show growing up. It's one of the reasons I bought the NES Advantage controller, because when you're doing that last challenge, I can't remember what it's called, but you have to press left and right really fast, and so it's much easier just using the joystick to do that. Double Dragon. Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. Double Dribble. Dr. Mario. Dragon Spirit, a really, really fun shooter on the NES. You actually fly a dragon around instead of like a starship or something like that, like you do in most shooters. So that's kind of cool. And you can get add more heads to the dragon, which you can. It's like when you get your power-ups. Dragon Warrior. Days of Thunder. Not a good game. Duck Hunt. Excite Bike. Fester's Quest. Final Fantasy. Friday the 13th, another underrated LJN game. I know a lot of people hate LJN, but I'm telling you, there's some decent games. I know it's kind of confusing on the map, like which way you're actually going, but it's a decent game. Galaga. We got probably the most expensive game in my collection. We got Gargoyle's Quest 2. Gauntlet. Gauntlet 2. Ghosts and Goblins. I am terrible at this game. I don't know if I can get past the 3rd level. And one day I spent like 3 hours playing it straight. Ghostbusters. Not a good game. Ghostbusters 2. Better game, but pretty difficult. Golf. Golgo 13, Top Secret episode. After watching Pat the NES Punk's video on this that got me interested in that. So haven't played it much yet. Goonies 2. Gotcha, the sport, a paintball game, which haven't been able to play because I don't have a TV for the light gun. Gun.Smoke, or Gunsmoke. Really fun shooter. Really enjoy that game. Hogan's Alley. Hoops. Ice Climber. I hate the jumping in this game. Oh, it makes me so mad. Infiltrator. Jackal, just picked up this recently. Jaws, here you go again, another underrated LGN game. And a game that you can beat 20 minutes. So it's a pretty short game, and it's actually not that bad. John Elway's quarterback. The Karate Kid. Now here's an LGN game that's not that great. Of course, I haven't played it much, maybe that's it, but eh. Kings of the Beach, really fun volleyball game. Kirby's Adventure. Didn't know that they made an NES Kirby growing up. Kung Fu. Legend of Zelda, the Gray Cart. Legendary Wings, another fun shooter that's different than just having like a starship. You fly around, I don't know, I guess it's as an angel. So it's pretty cool. Life Force, a really solid shooter from Konami. The League World Series, Championship Baseball. Little Mermaid. Disney games used to be fantastic, especially on the NES. Mock Rider, another black box game. Marble Madness. Mega Man, say what you will about Mega Man 2 and 3. This is still my favorite Mega Man game. Probably because I grew up with it and it's the only one I played growing up on the NES. So it's nostalgia is a big factor, but I think it's solid. Mega Man 2. Mega Man 3. Metal Gear. Metroid. And Metroid Yellow Label. I think I actually prefer this label compared to the original. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Monster Party. Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 2 was a Dark Sword of Chaos. POW, Prisoners of War. Paperboy. Popeye, love this game. Pro Wrestling, probably my favorite wrestling game on the NES. The Punisher, just got that in Video Games Monthly. Fantastic rail shooter. Hubert. RC Pro-Am. Rad Racer. Rad Racer 2. Renegade. Need to play this more. I've heard good things. I just tested it out when I first got it, and that was it. It's by Taito, which is a great company. Road Blasters. Love this game. RoboCop. Russian Attack. Section Z. Sesame Street 1, 2, 3 for when my wife and I have our baby this November. And Sesame Street ABC. Silent Service. This actually got good reviews in Pat the NES Punk's book, the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the NES Library. I don't know. I didn't find it that enjoyable. And you see it everywhere. Bart versus the Space Mutants. Skate or Die. Sky Shark, another Taito game, really fun shooter. I like using the NES Advantage with this game. Snake's Revenge. Spy Hunter. Alright, last stack of loose carts. We got Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. Street Fighter 2010. Strider, really like this game. I love the music at the beginning and the lightning going off, and really fun game. Played it a lot as a kid. Super Mario Brothers. Super Off-Road, love that game. Love playing in the arcade with you got the 3 different wheels, and they're the red, yellow, and the blue. My wife actually likes playing that too, so I gotta find that arcade somewhere so we can play it. Super Pitfall. TNC Surf Design. Tailspin. Tecmo Bowl. Tecmo World Wrestling. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. Still love the arcade version better than that one. And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, Manhattan Project. We got Terminator 2, pretty bad game. Tetris, everyone's got to have Tetris. Three Stooges, a fantastic game, a lot of fun. If you like Three Stooges, you got to pick this game up. You got to do a lot of little mini games. Like there's one you got to run to bring the radio to Curly in time, so he wins the boxing match. There's a pie throwing contest. There's going through the hallways of a hospital trying to find follow the doctor. A lot of fun. Pretty fast paced too. Tiny Toon Adventures. Track and Field 2. Willow. Wrath of the Black Manta. WWF WrestleMania. I think Xerxes, I think that's how I pronounce it. It's a pretty interesting game. I think it was a hidden gem from Metal Jesus Rocks, so I picked it up, and it's from the B. And last loose cart, Zelda 2 Adventures of Link Gold Cart. All right, now for the box games in my collection. Again, these are in alphabetical order. So here we go. We've got Disney Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. We got The Adventures of Dino Ricky, fun little shooter. We got The Adventures of Rad Gravity. Barbie, complete in box. I actually got this from Video Games Monthly. It was actually the last unboxing I did before I started recording videos. And I remember my wife was trying to get me to actually record that one. And at the end, or right at the last minute, I'm like, nah, I'll wait another month. And I guess she really wished I would have recorded this one because my face was pretty priceless when I pulled this out of the Video Games Monthly box. But it's actually a decent game. It's not that bad. So if you haven't tried Barbie, give it a try. Cybernoid, the Fighting Machine. Donkey Kong Classics. DuckTales, woo! See, this is a game I actually don't love as much as some people. I don't know, I just always get bored with it. Play a couple levels and I'm like, eh. So I don't know, maybe I just gotta spend more time with it. It's pretty sad that, you know, I don't like DuckTales that much, because it is a great game. Dungeon Magic, Sword of the Elements. Kabuki, Quantum Fighter, really fun fighting platforming game. You actually fight with your hair, which is pretty interesting. We got The Legend of Zelda, complete in box, gold cart. Punch Out. RBI Baseball, my favorite baseball game, probably ever. I haven't played Baseball Stars or what's that one softball game, Dusty Diamond, something like that, which I heard are very good too, but I love RBI Baseball. Star Wars, huge Star Wars fan. I think I've mentioned a lot. My brother and I had this as a kid, and so when I started collecting, this was the first game I wanted to get, and my brother actually got it for me complete in box, missing the manual for Christmas 2 years ago, and then I went on eBay and picked up the manual so I could get it complete. We got Super C, my all-time favorite NES game. Still think it's better than Contra. We got Super Mario Brothers 2. That one gets a little bit of flack. I don't know why. It's still a great game. Super Mario Brothers 3, my favorite Mario game. We got Tetris 2. I don't really like it. Original Tetris is much better. I don't know why they added those different shapes. And then last one, Wheel of Fortune Family Edition. So there you go. There's all I think 150 NES games that I have. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you are interested and keep seeing more of these, comment, like it, let me know. And I can go through my other libraries. Like I said, I'll start with the oldest NES and work my way up to newer ones. So thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like or that subscribe button. Almost to 100, and I'll do that the giveaway once we get there. And also in the description box below, I got the link to my Facebook page where I give updates on what I'm doing, what I've been playing, and some of the videos I'm working on. So again, thanks for the support. Till next time, this is Captain Algebra signing off.